Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Delaware Park here on Saturday. It is July the 7th, 2018. I'm going to look at all the stakes races on today's program from Delaware, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. I'm going to look at all the stakes races on today's program. Races 6, 8, 9, and 10. Races 6, 8, 9, and the feature 10th race, which is the Delaware Oaks. So let's get on to it, starting off race number 6 from Delaware, which is the Cape Henlopen Stakes. It's going for a purse of $75,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards here. Field of 10 horses, going the distance of ground of 2,400 meters, or the distance of ground of a mile. A distance of ground of 2,400 meters or a mile and a half on the turf course. Hopefully, I don't get the hiccups during this video right now. My top selection here, I like the number 9 horse, Utmost. Gonna go 9817 in the superfecta. 9817 super. Top selection, a 9 horse, Utmost. 5-1. 4-year-old colt by Giants Causeway. Julien Leparoux gets the leg up on this one. Horse's most recent outing came the 30th of March in the UK at Lingfield. A mile and a quarter in the middle distance all-weather championship. This horse finished 6 by 4 3/4 lengths that day. Heavyweight that day. This horse just really weakened out of it. Had to be used early on that day. You know, it just wasn't his day to win. Before that, in the Winter Derby, the Group 3 Winter Derby at Lingfield, mile and a quarter, February 24th, he finished 6 by 2 1/4 lengths that day. You know, he set the pace early on, and then he just fell apart in the straightaway. Again, another race, he was a little bit wide from the draw, and he had to be used a lot earlier. And then before that, Lingfield, a mile and a quarter in the Derby trial, horse won by 1 1/4 lengths, on lead almost all throughout, just had a very nice, easy walk in the park there. And then before that, on the 23rd of December in the Quebec Stakes at Lingfield, a mile and a quarter, horse finished 3rd by a neck. It was an all-out finish. He just missed, but he ran a great effort there. You know, I think come to the United States with Lasix, firm turf, the distance, I like this horse's chances a lot. 5-1, even getting Julien Leparoux up should really help this horse's chances, so watch out. So to recap my selections for the 6th from Delaware, it's the Cape Henlopen Stakes. As a top selection, I'm going to go with the 9 horse Utmost. I'm going to go 9817 in the superfecta. So we're going to head over to race number 8 now from Delaware, the 8th race, which is the 22nd running of the Robert G. Dick Memorial. It's grade 3 purse, $200,000. It's Phillies Mayors, 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 9 horses, going the distance of ground of 2,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 3/8 on the turf course. 2,200 meters, a mile 3/8, and I really like the added distance races. My top selection here, I like the 4 horse, Palinodi, whatever. I can't speak, pardon me. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, don't really speak that good this time in the morning. But I'm going to go 4-9-5-8 in the superfecta. 4-9-5-8 super. Top selection of 4 horse Palinodi. 5-2, 5-year-old mare by Dr. Dino. Trevor McCarthy gets the leg up for Christophe Clement. Horse's most recent outing came the 5th of May at Belmont. Mile 3/8 in a turf course in the Sheepshead Bay. This horse finished 4th by a length. Set the pace most of the race up until the top of the lane. And then, you know, this horse just folded. Holy Helena, who this horse got beat by 2 starts in a row, just had a very good, easy kick at the end. You know, she just wasn't going to catch her. Before that, Gulfstream, mile 3/16, 1,900 meters in the grade 3 very one. Horse finished 3rd by 2 1/4 lengths. Stalked early on, and then just really couldn't get the turn of foot like Holy Helena had that day. She just ran a little bit of a better race. And then at Gulfstream, mile 8, 1,800 meters, an opposite 35 claimer. Horse finished 2nd by half length. She broke well that day, dueled early on, and then she got caught right the wire. But I think getting the mile 3/8 strip today, sitting a little bit closer, hopefully, like she normally does. If she could set some easy fractions on the front end, I think she could maybe wire the field. You know, this is the kind of race where she, you know, this is the kind of race that she wants to run in, where she could slow up the fractions on the front end, and I think she'll run a big one. Watch out for her here today. So to recap my selections for the 8th from Delaware, it's 22nd running of the as my iPad craps out, 22nd running of the Robert G. Dick Memorial. I'm going to go with the 4 horse Palinodi. I'm going to go 4-9-5-8 in the superfecta. Race number 9 now from Delaware. The ninth race, it's Dashing Beauty Stakes per $75,000. It's fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 10 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 6 furlongs on the main track. 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs. Top selection here. I like the number 4 horse. The number 4 horse, who is Bonita Bianca. Gonna go 4-7-3-5 in the superfecta. 4-7-3-5 super. Top selection of 4 horse Bonita Bianca. 4-year-old filly by Curlin here. Paco Lopez gets the leg up. This horse's most recent outing came 3rd of June at Monmouth. 6 furlongs, optional 20 claimer. This horse won by 2 1/4 lengths. Sat back early after not the best of beginnings, but this horse had a very good turn of foot at the end to get the victory. All around decent effort in the final furlong of the race. Before that, this horse ran the 24th of November at Aqueduct, mile and 8th in the Grade 3 Commonly. This horse finished 7th by 18 1/4 lengths. Was never really into it and just had nothing that day. And then the Empire Distaff Handicap at Belmont at mile 16th, October the 21st. Horse finished third by 2 3/4 lengths behind Verdant Pastures and Mighty B. This horse was very wide and really just didn't have the turn of foot there. This horse's last victory before the Monmouth victory came at the Finger Lakes, mile 16th in last year's New York Oaks. This horse won by a neck, just getting there in the final few strides of the race after not the best beginnings. But, I like this horse a lot here sprinting. She's faced so much tougher horses than this group today, and I think at 9-2, second off the break, she should really run a big one. Watch out for her. So to recap my selections for the 9th from Delaware, it's Dashing Beauty Stakes. As a top selection, I'm going to go with the 4 horse Bonita Bianca. Going to go 4-7-3-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 10 from Delaware. The 10th race, it's the 67th running of the Delaware Oaks, the Grade 3 Delaware Oaks. It's going for a purse of $300,000. This race is for 3-year-olds here. Field of 10 horses going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the Delaware main track. 1,700 meters, mile 16th. Top selection here. I like the number 1 horse. The 1 horse Mo Shopping. Gonna go 1-8-9-3 in the superfecta. 1-8-9-3 super. Top selection of 1 horse Mo Shopping. 3-year-old filly by Uncle Mo. Mario Pino's on this one. On this 3-year-old filly by Uncle Mo. Horse's most recent outing came the 6th of June. That came at Delaware. Mile 70 in light hard-hit stakes. This horse won by a half length that day. Stalked early on in the beginning of the race, but in the stretch run, this horse just took clear and really just had a very nice easy victory at the end. That race was the local prep race for this race, and this horse, did everything right there. Before that, in the Grade 2 Gazelle at Aqueduct, mile and 8th, April the 7th, horse finished 5th by 15 lengths. Stalked early on and then just hit the wall. Really couldn't keep up with them there. It was quite a tough Gazelle this year. Not as tough as this race, so, I think she should run better. And then the Beyond the Wire Stakes at Laurel, 1 mile, March 17th. Horse finished 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths. A little bit of a turn off it at the end, but it wasn't enough to win. And then before that, Star Lounge race at Aqueduct, muddy going, 1 mile, February the 19th. Horse won by 2 lengths. Had a decent turn of foot after being a little bit wide in the midpoint race. This horse just took off clear. I like her here today. Speed from the inside. At 8-1. She'll be my top selection. So to recap my selections for the 67th running of the Delaware Oaks, gonna go with the 1 horse Mo Shopping. Gonna go 1-8-9-3 in the superfecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.